Hey there, hey there, hey there. Okay, I think we're live. All right. Yeah, it's just good looking at me. Yeah. So, okay, but it's a new link. Yeah. All right. That was really close
So
to my
that's a
face.
new
I've got it
link?
turned. So I think so. I think what we just need to do is post um, on the Facebook pages that I did it public. Hang in there, everybody. I don't think there's anybody on there because they're all trying to get on the other link.
Probably.
Um, So you just want to post on there that it's public. So as long as they go to our Becoming Extraordinary page, they should be able to hit the live. You want to check that out, Wanda, that'd be great. And then Krista, if you want to text Nolan and tell him I made a new link, I think he'll know that. I don't know, is that kind of far?
I don't think it's,
We are gonna figure this all out. We're gonna be pros at it, right? Put it over here, see how that does. I don't like I think it's the landscape. Okay, are you on? We don't have anybody watching you, so.
Okay, well, she's checking, she's going to the 8:21, that's today.
8:21.
Okay, I'm on.
You're on? Okay.
Yay! But yeah,
So fun.
it's through your page, so.
Okay, so they just can go to that YouTube page and they'll be able to see it. They don't need the link. So do you know how to put that on there? Just tell them to go to our Becoming Extraordinary YouTube page, which that link would take them there.
okay.
And then if they go to the page, then, I almost said, oh, there's someone on, but that's you.
Go to
There
our
is.
Becoming Extraordinary.
YouTube channel. Yeah, it's our YouTube channel. That's what Nolan named it, Becoming Extraordinary, because we're extraordinary women. God uses ordinary women and does extraordinary things through
And then
them.
what do they gotta do?
So-
Click on the link?
They'll just click on,
Just click on it and it's, I mean, you don't even have to do anything,
Oh,
just click
click
and it
on it.
goes.
because it's not private. So like anybody that clicks
So
on
if they
it,
click on the link that was there, it would come up? or
they
no?
go to, no,
No,
they won't,
okay.
there won't be anything there, but they'll go, that would take them to the channel. Just tell them to search Becoming Extraordinary.
That's where I found it.
So just say, go to our Becoming the Extraordinary YouTube channel
Yes.
to find tonight's live meeting.
Right.
All right.
Put that on my page too.
Yep.
Okay, since I texted out. And then one other thing, text Nolan and tell him.
I did.
Okay, great. All right, so.
He said KK.
We'll probably just need to like practice at home. And I guess I'm gonna have to tell him, he and I are gonna have to practice. So there might be some interesting videos on our YouTube channel. Right? So I think we should start tonight with good news and introduce yourself and tell us who we got here. And I know Lily's got some beautiful models there in the back, so we would love to get to know them too. So do you want to start? Would that be fine, Lily, if you start? Yeah. Tell us who you are and who your beautiful models are. Just introduce. They can just wave.
My name is Liliana. They are my friends.
Yeah. So,
Names.
yeah, their names.
Her name is Renee.
Renee?
Her name is Nayeli. She's my
Naya, okay.
beautiful friend.
Yay. Yeah, beautiful. The princess over there. Yeah. So we know Nayeli was here a week or so ago. So we know she's played in it. We know she loves Mary Kay, right? We know that, yes?
Yeah, I love it.
And Renee, what about you? What's your experience with Mary Kay been?
I had a couple friends that
Okay,
sold the products.
played around
I
with
haven't
it?
really used it.
Okay, so but if you sampled it.
Yes, I have before.
Okay, tell me, if you don't mind me asking, what do you use now for skincare?
Nothing.
Nothing?
At all.
All right,
Hands
so,
up.
Yeah.
I'm like this.
I was a soap and water girl before Mary Kay, but that was a long time ago.
Soap
Yeah.
is soap.
Okay, all right, so this will be fun to see how you think your skin feels at the end of the evening. All right, you know, we're not in the arm twisting business, we're just always here, we wanna hear what you have to say and how you think it impacts your skin. You know, Mary Kay, Ash the lady, always just asked us to play show and tell. Show the product, tell the story, and let women decide. Some women are gonna love it, some women are gonna be, some women are gonna be like, but there's always someone waiting. So we just show it out there, and truthfully, you know what we're selling tonight? Ourselves. I think the product's great. We're gonna sell all the reasons why a consultant can really benefit you. So, and of course, she's your good friend, so that's even more of a bonus, right? Right, so we're glad you're here tonight. Thanks for coming. All right, who else has good news? Anybody? Good news? No good news?
I had 2 friends on our Party in the USA last night.
Yay, that's awesome. And they had great questions. Well, Teresa did. I had a lot of interactions with her.
And
So-
neither of them are customers of mine.
Nice.
They're just friends of mine.
Friends.
So
So now they will be.
hopefully,
Yeah,
that's the plan.
yeah, no doubt. I think Teresa for sure.
That's
She's
awesome.
with her friends. I thought Krista did a great job last night, don't you think?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So
Very
that
fun.
is saved in the events, that you have to click on that you're going, and then you'll be able to access that. And I think she's gonna give us a quick rundown on how we can, save that stuff to our computer, right? That was fine. All right, so that we have that. Okay. I did think it was great. I thought we should do it again when I have some guests on. I didn't have any guests on now.
I'd like a little more consultant prep time prior to,
Consultant prep.
because I didn't have enough time to throw a question out there, who's in other states,
Oh,
wait for their responses, then ask them if they would want to be on the event, wait for their response, and get the product
sample
sent
to
to
them.
them.
mhm.
Because
Yeah.
there was at least 1, if not 2 days turnaround between each of those things. And
Uh-huh.
then, the mail takes a couple days, so
Right,
I would like,
yeah.
A little
And
bit
part of
more.
that, we didn't get that rolling, but we did have the date out there this time. We did good on that end. Because we knew at the beginning of the month we were gonna have it on the 20th. That was on our calendar. But we,
Well, you had a few things going on.
right,
yeah.
just 1 or 2. But we didn't get together on putting the event together and some of that, like the posts that went out too. So, yeah, and, yeah. So I think
That was a great idea. So basically, you reached out to all of your friends in different states, invited them to the call, and then you sent products, and then you did a live video on how to use the product.
intermixed with the Facebook Live party, so have you been on one of those
Yes.
before? So Krista added some, like, she had some posts prior to it, and then she did the live where she washed her face and had them on with her, those that had samples. And we know for sure the one guest of yours that did it with you, said, 'cause
Yes.
she said, I'm doing it with you.
Yeah, I'm in my bathroom too.
Yeah, she purchased,
Okay.
so, which is,
And yes, it's so exciting because she and I have been friends for a long time and I've talked to her a little bit here and there, but there's never been any exchange. I've given her a couple gifts because she lives in Rhode Island. So when she comes home, we've talked about it, but we just had reconnected. We went to elementary schools together. We connected through Facebook and then we've gotten together the last few years. And so then when I thought, she's in Rhode Island, that'd be a hard state to get. And I think she'd play along with us, so then I sent it to her and she said yes, and then she loved it. And called me this afternoon with her card number and it's on its way.
yay,
So,
that's
yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
So I do think we'll do another one, and then Chris and I talked about leaving after, once she got done with the facial wash part, I felt like there was a little too much time. I thought that was the only thing we could have did better is to have,
Last time I thought, well, are we done?
yeah,
I don't think we're done.
right,
Yeah.
right. But what was happening is her person was texting her, so, to keep that all going. So now that it's all in place, and it's the
Yeah,
family.
the posts are made, so I can just put them up easier and have everything all in one place, where in a perfect world I would have, because, but you don't always know how it's gonna flow either, so.
Yeah. So I think it would be a fun thing that we should do in September again. We can do it like in honor of Mary Kay's 55th anniversary, and, with the goal to get all 50 states and, to have 50 guests on, or some 55 since it's the 55th. I think that would go right along with it. The 13th is actually our night that we're scheduled to do a glamour clinic.
Yes, we are.
So we could do it after that, but I don't know, we could look at that. Do you have any thoughts on?
We could even do, possibly even do it from there, live with the people that come.
Just have a big
Could we do the whole thing live? I mean, the posts and, I mean, you could still put the links out there, but, you know, now I'm gonna post a link to all the different skincare sets. Please take some time to watch one or two, you know, I don't know. Just a thought. Something to think about.
I don't know how that works. Do you know if that could work?
You probably could do the whole thing live.
Well, how, is there a
Well,
limit
you,
to how
well,
long you
you'd
can go
almost
live?
have to be live and one of us, the other one would be on the
You have to be
computer.
posting, I wouldn't be able to be
Cause you
posting.
can't get out of the live video and
Right.
post.
However, I did that, a lot of my posts were on the computer and I did the live from my phone because my
Oh.
phone doesn't, or my computer doesn't have
Oh,
that same
got
capability.
Okay. I do
So-
normally think outside the box.
It's all
But
good.
tonight, I'm like, oops, stuck right here.
New things take a little bit to process and
So you think it'd be
Yeah.
better to talk through the whole thing?
I don't know.
So like, so you're saying like when she posts it, then they view it live?
Well, I'm just thinking the whole thing is live, but
Like,
yet say, okay, I'm gonna post a link to our skincare videos. So don't mind the fact that I'm going silent for 3 minutes because I want you to watch the video.
yeah.
But I don't know if they'd have to get out of something to get into the video and then get back into.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, they would, and I'm thinking you might lose people if you said click on the video.
Right.
Or maybe if you had screenshots
Right,
of what you're trying to show them, or you do a live demo.
right.
Yeah.
So-
Or maybe a live introduction, then several posts, and then your live face wash, then some posts, and then a live exit.
And maybe if we did it on the 13th, we could just recruit some of our team that wanna have it be live the whole time to do it along with me.
Right.
You know what, that would be great, you could,
Thanks for that.
no, seriously, because that would be great, because then it's interactive,
Right.
you know? She would set it up.
It
Then-
might keep them engaged a little bit more too, because I think, you know, studies show too that if the link is, or the thing is too long, people stop watching.
Yeah.
Right.
And even Shannon said to me today, she said, at that 8:45 period, she had been on computer, granted, for 2 hours prior to the Facebook party. So she's like, I had to be done, I couldn't sit there anymore, you know, even though
Right,
she
right.
loved every minute of it. But, so keeping that,
Yeah.
that people are gonna kind of come and go when they're at home, or they might surf a little bit and come back to the event if, you know, so it's just keeping them engaged.
Yeah, I think having a welcome that's live and
Some of the past ones we've done that weren't live, we had a little bit more giveaways in there and kind of kept them engaged and answering with some of those more catchier posts. And so that would be something to consider as well.
well, we only had a few guests on it last
Right,
night.
so that made it,
So, you know, I thought there was a lot of interaction for the limited number of guests that we had on. So
Yeah.
I thought,
yeah, and I think September will be a good time too, because we won't be competing with back to school. I think that always is a own, you know, interesting animal for.
September 13th?
yes,
I think we should look, but we have a glamour clinic already scheduled for that night, so we'll have to see if we can incorporate that into,
yeah, and that's a
That.
Thursday. Do Thursdays work for you? Okay,
Any day works for me.
Okay.
Right now, because my mom's here, and
fabulous,
fabulous, I don't have to worry about anybody keeping my kids.
right? Yeah, you can work and do, yeah. Okay, so when we do our glamour clinics, just so you have this heads up on that, we actually do those at a hotel that's central. It's over by Best Buy. Have you been around town enough to know? So O Street is the main
I
street.
know where O Street is.
Okay, this is at 68th and O.
Okay.
So it's really would be easy to find.
No,
Are you at the main office?
I'm at, I think I'm at 84th and O.
Yes, okay, yeah. So you would just come down about 15 blocks, and Best Buy's on 70th and O.
there's a scooters right there too, so
I know
you
where
could work for a
Scooters
little
is.
bit.
You know where the,
68,
you know where the
Uh-huh.
scooters is?
it's right behind
Right
it.
behind it.
Okay, yep. I know where
So-
Kind of tucked back in there.
Mhm.
That's where we met before we came here.
Okay.
And I wanted, when we decided to come here, to have something that was more centrally located for those, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and most, everybody comes from way north. So, you know, that is an opportunity for some of those people that they know
Those ones that are south.
South,
like this
right,
one,
that's what I was gonna say, cause I'm on the south side.
Right.
And that's what I was finding, the church I found is like on the north side.
Uh-huh.
And people's like, no, we don't go south, like I was trying to find like a music store, the Deeks,
Uh-huh.
but they said, oh, we have, so I found that. on
You
the
found
south
that,
side.
good, yeah. I was gonna say, there is one on the south side.
Yeah, I did, I went to the one on the south side. What's this?
I love it, yeah. I don't know why that is, but my son goes to southwest, or, yeah,
Right,
southwest,
Southwest High
so
School.
we actually live in Capitol Beach, which is northwest, so it's, I'm all over. So it doesn't really matter where I go. I'm actually on this side of town now more, so it's,
Yeah.
I think it was God driven that I was supposed to have a studio over here, cause I'm over
Yeah.
here all the time, so.
Part
Works out
of
great.
part of the perfect design.
Right, exactly. Okay, so, I don't know who we got on there live. We got somebody else on there, I think. We got two people, so that's exciting. Yay, I don't know. You have to put some messages on there if you cannot hear us. I know I'm kind of got a new angle. Is there any other good news that we need to share? Anybody else got anything they want to share?
Well, I'm here.
Yeah.
I got my key.
Yeah, you got your key on. I
Yes,
saw that. Beautiful.
Yay.
So Teresa's Schoonover back there. Yay.
Helping.
Yeah, helping Lily's guests, thank you, that's good. And then we've got Brandy for the videos who we're talking to, we got Dwana, what's your last name?
Frank,
Frank?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Dwayne
all right,
Frank,
Frank with an F,
no, yeah, Frank,
Yeah.
F-R-A-N-K.
yeah, I said with a C at
Yeah.
first, I'm like, oh, Frank, yeah. Anyway, so we're excited that you're here, and
Yes.
it's, yeah, just gonna have some fun, so, all right. So we didn't talk about our pieces and
We
parts,
didn't.
so you're gonna, break into a little celebrations?
Yes,
We gotta do, we wanna do, we don't gotta, we're gonna, we
We're
get to,
gonna.
we'd love to.
we're gonna,
We
because
don't
I know
have
our
any
girls are
music
keeping track.
But we might get,
You wanna do it? Cause I'll
yeah.
train on the other.
Wanna do what?
Good news. The celebration.
Give her a break, she's, look, I know, she's like, what?
You're gonna train on the other, but I will give them the little tips on the Facebook Live.
All right, so let's celebrate, let's talk about, all right, so every week we're gonna recognize who did outreaches. We used to call it the Dialing Diva when we were dialing our phones, which would really be a good thing to still call. Texting is nice, but you get so much further if you can actually get some voice to voice, right? All right, so we'll lump that into outreaches, and this just means that you made attempts. We can have our audacious attempter.
Audacious attempt.
We're thinking about some good names. All right, so stand up if you attempted or contact anyone. You attempted, you reached out to anybody about your business.
It's because it's not really over to do like outrageous outreaches.
Outrageous, that works. Outrageous, but overachieving. All right, we're gonna work on that. All right, so stay standing if you have 5 or more. 10? No? All right, well, good job, you're reaching out, right? Good job, all right.
yes.
So how about contacts? Now, contacts are anybody that you connected with. So you had back and forth reaction, connection, conversation, communication, thank you. So back and forth, like you either text them and they text you back, you call them and they actually answered, or you emailed and they emailed back, or you were at your job and you were talking Mary Kay back and forth, you know, and they actually listened and spoke back to you.
Right, two of them.
Right? Okay, so stand up if you have any contacts. We're looking for our contact leads. Woohoo! That's everybody in the room. Way to go, ladies. Okay. So stay standing if you had 5 or more. Very good. All right, how many did you have, Teresa? 5 this week. Okay, very good. All right. So, any party girls in the room? Any parties we have this week? Any party girls? No parties this week? How about fabulous faces? Fabulous facials. Anybody have any facials? Oh, we've got, Lily's got 2 right now tonight. Yeah, Thursday you had 2 there.
I had 2 guests Thursday.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
they-
one.
and they were fabulous.
Just 2 was.
And we had a great time with them. We did a brow clinic on Thursday night,
Oh,
which was
nice.
super fun. Yes. So make sure you give me your,
I'll
right here, like
I'll
you
write
email
down
me
my
on the so,
information.
yeah. And I'll get you in our little groups. So, okay. Sales. Do we open our stores this week? You know, that's one of the greatest things is that we get to decide when we open our stores. It's really wise to open them every week. But if you sold any product at all, stand up. We want to applaud for you. And if you're on watching, we're applauding for you too. So, okay, so stay standing if you had $100 in sales. 100? 200? $100
In the same day.
in the same day. So like, if you sold that $100 all in one day, or if you sold $200 in a day, you wanna make sure you let me know.
Like your dividends?
Yes, because we keep track of that, and that you get newsletter recognition for that. So when you had a $200 day, that's $200 days, you know, so there's recognition in our newsletter for that. Okay, so congrats on the great week, that's fun.
Yes.
I have to put in another plug to have your own personal website because I got an order today, not from a customer, but I know this person, at least she's a friend.
Yeah,
But she's
that's
not-
awesome. But so you got, because she hit your website and ordered
Yes.
and, yeah.
I mean, I've been, throwing things at her, but she never replies to anything I ever throw at her. And today she contacted me and she's like, I need to order some stuff. I'm like, perfect. I can do that.
Yay.
Wonderful, all right.
Just a
So,
plug for having your own personal website.
websites are so, yeah,
It's awesome.
websites and being able to do ProPay, so you
Oh,
can do customer
absolutely.
delivery service, you probably now, that's probably a big
Oh,
thing
that's
for
a big thing for
you.
me, cause I have people go on my website and I'll just say I'll offer free, shipping.
Yeah,
People who used to just come to my house or I would drop off.
The
Yeah.
website is, CVS is a great deal.
Yeah.
I sent 3 things last week. 2 eye makeup removers and a hand cream, it was over $10, put it in a padded envelope.
to send yourself.
Send myself, to do it through the company, through CVS,
I know,
is
it's
like $5.95.
$5.95.
Yeah,
Yep.
or you could send it fast for $9.35.
Right, and still would have been
It would have
less.
been cheaper than the
Been
post
cheaper,
office.
mhm. That's what I find, so I just go to
Yeah.
the website. They
I
go on
would
the
have
website.
had I known, and I was like, I should
Yeah.
have just said, okay, sorry, I'll, but I
Right,
didn't.
yeah. Okay, so then also during this time of our night, we will like pen new consultants and oath them in, and we'll talk about pearls of sharing.
Has Lily seen the pearls since they're,
Yep, she was here.
Yeah.
okay, can't remember.
And, we talk about our little promotions. This, of course, is our fun little snap charm promotion. So Lily, when you have 8 guests in the month, you get a snap ring with your choice of a snap on it. So you've got 2 going on here now, which is pretty exciting. So lots of time left. 2 more meetings.
2
left in the
more.
month. So you don't have your snap ring on.
I don't have it on tonight.
I got my bracelet on.
You got your
Oh,
bracelet?
when you get a snap bracelet?
So see, it's a bracelet, so then these are little snaps, and then they just snap right into, like, so Wanda's got the bracelet on, and that's for consistency.
Okay.
So you're in track consistency too, cause you've ordered this month, so. And is there any other, we're tracking our tracking sheets, so it's
Oh, the
going on.
weekly accomplishment sheets? Do you have a different?
We have just a little tracking,
I have
well,
one.
weekly accomplishment sheets are good, but we have a tracking sheet that we use that shows your 8 guests and
nice.
faces
Next year.
and,
Okay,
selling
Here, I'll
50
show you.
items,
okay.
This was
just kind of all in one thing.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I found
I
like
filled
that.
out. I
And
didn't
you
color in my
you put your little,
keys.
smiley faces in?
When you actually facial them.
Color circles for people who order and then, add a smiley
Okay.
face.
This came out in the email this week, all of you watching, so make sure you print it off and fill it in.
I sent it, and it's the updated one, so it actually
It has a goal.
has your goal on it, so you can set your goal. Cause really, this is our year, we're all about making money.
Mm-hmm. I'm all about
Making
that.
money, yeah, we're not leaving any on the table, we're gonna work full circle, work the process of our marketing plan. So, all right, so sharing the product, show the product, tell the story, and working, also talking about for our red jacket, so Teresa is just details away, oh, so close, she can just like feel it, right? So we know that that's next, stepping on up to red. So, and Dewana, are you a team builder? Do you have people on your team? What's your,
Well, I've been in red, out of red, DIQ, but guess what? I'm a breath away too.
all
Breath
right.
away.
Woo-hoo.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. You
So-
know, and I think that's the coolest part about this. It's a journey,
It's a,
and you can ebb and flow with it. And really, I just totally believe that God's in the mix, and it all's gonna come together. We make that decision, we have that belief, it takes belief. I think that bottom line is we're gonna have that, and then everything, our activity and our desires and everything line up.
I think that's the key for me, is the consistency and, putting the work in. I mean, I know I can do it, and I know people are like, my mom's like, you doing what? You going to America? Yes, I am. And I was like, this is the year that I'm gonna show them versus just,
Right,
I'm not even gonna talk about it.
that's right. You're gonna prove yourself right.
Right, so I'm giving myself right.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be happy about it.
Yeah. And that's, yeah.
And so we can be in our director suits.
Perfect.
I like the new suits.
Yeah.
It looked good.
Driving your minis around town.
Yes. And my kid, cause on the way to the airport, Stephanie drove us in her pink Cadillac.
Yeah.
And my kids were like, so why you don't have no Cadillac? You've been doing Mary Kay just as long as Miss Stephanie. I'm like, she's been doing it a long time. So now I have a challenge. My kids have challenged me to earn a Cadillac. I said, can we at least start with the Cruze, the Chevy
You
Cruze?
tell them, you have to come home and introduce me to all your teachers,
Right,
all your teachers' moms, all
Right.
your friends'
Yes.
moms. And
yeah. And that Chevy Cruze is a great car. I think it's gotta start.
Yeah, so that's what I told her. I said, I choose to cruise. So I'm gonna do
Show
that.
the product, tell the story.
I wrote that down. Show the product, tell the story.
We say show and tell every day. We learn that in kindergarten. We can do that. And enthusiasm, that's gonna just, that gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Gotta have that enthusiasm, and a lot of people who just sense that, and that draws them in towards you. So, all right, so I'm gonna turn it over
Okay.
to you.
Really, all that I have is just a little short piece on the Facebook party. Because when you create the event, just a few things that I've been learning in doing that, is that if you want to have a Facebook party yourself, the way that you can go in and save and keep it all in an organized fashion so that you can recreate it and not have to come up with all of it on your own. I talked to Jessie earlier, and I don't know if she's on there, but hello if you are. She's really excited about the idea of continuing it on with the people that she knows and doing individual ones, because she knows people all over. So what you can do, you can go into the event, and then in a Word document, I use Word because that's what I'm familiar with, but anything that you can save, you just copy and paste from Facebook into that Word document, and then you save the picture that's with each post, you save that in there, and then I keep everything in the same folder on my laptop, okay? So you create an individual folder for that, and I just put it right on my desktop. So then when I'm posting, I can go to post pre-party post or post one, because as people are commenting, the posts get jumbled up in there, and you have to constantly refresh your feed when you're watching a Facebook
How
party.
do you do that?
How do you refresh your feed? Where that little circle thing is at the top of your screen, you just push it by your web browser. There's a little like a circle with an arrow on it. You just click on that, and it'll refresh your screen.
It's on my phone, so maybe I need to.
On your
download
phone,
that.
I'm not sure how. There's probably a way. I don't know if you have to click out and click back in. That would seem like that would be hard.
Kinda what I was
You
doing
just
last night.
scroll, like, if you drag it down.
So
Every
that it
time I did that, it
restarts.
got me back to the
There-
main screen of the party.
There were some posts, as I posted a new one, it's pinned for just that
Right.
time so that it stays at the top. So it's, people can get the most recent one as they're coming in. But if they commented on the very first post, that's gonna pop that back up.
My computer, when I refresh, takes me to the top again. So then I have to scroll down to get to the post. So,
Yeah, you do have to scroll past the, like the details of the party, yeah, in the event. But what was really helpful from the very first time I did a party to now, labeling your posts in order and making sure you have a number, even if it's like I did a 7 and a 7A last night, because they both had to do really heavily with the brows. That was really good, especially for people that aren't organized thinkers, as far as, you're the life of the party, you can do it and you're excited about it, but you don't know how to organize it within the event, per se. And then, I'm trying to think, what was the other thing we mentioned about that? So if you wanna do that with your own, so anybody that was on, you might ask them if they have people within their city that would be willing to have you send a packet of samples. You could just even send it to the hostess, and she could make sure they could all be together in her city, and you could do it online that way, or you can have everybody in their home and do your own Facebook parties, and then you can use the template from that event and add or
you know, kind of make it your own. But that way it gives you good foundation to go on, where to start and giveaways. And your multiple giveaways just really has to do with how many people you have on. They said probably for a prize for every about 5 people or so. 'Cause you want to, be having it be worth your time. You don't wanna give away the store, but you wanna keep them excited knowing that there's gonna be a drawing or offers for their efforts. 'Cause really, other than posting and doing that, you don't have a lot of legwork that you're doing. You're not driving to their place, carrying all your stuff in. You know, it's pretty easy, so it's worth it to get to know those new people and have that. So did you have any questions, other questions or thoughts from last night? I don't know if Teresa was on. Did you have any questions about how that works or? No? Okay. If you think of any, don't hesitate to ask, because I'd be happy. And like we said, we'll do another one, but if you have people in the meantime now that want to earn some free stuff, I would say, okay, would you be interested in doing a 1-hour party? I think what I've also learned in doing it and with other direct selling companies out there, a lot of them are really a long process where you have a week to 2 weeks of posts. I love what we can sell to people or what we can excite them on is that it's gonna be 1, maybe 2 if there's lots of questions and excitement and people joining in, but it's not gonna be drawn out. People are gonna make a decision now, like we have people, if they ordered by 5 o'clock or 9 o'clock today, can get in on the last drawing, but you have a sense of urgency is important with your posts. Okay, so I think those are the main things that I was thinking are helpful to know, but just copy and paste, put it in some type of document that you can save it all together, label it, then it just makes it fast and easy, and then it's fun. It's not so stressful, because you get excited, and it is intimidating to go live.
What were some of the giveaways?
You know, I've done different things in the past. I haven't given anything away yet for last night. We will be as we go back in, some of the people that needed a little bit more time. I've done anything from beauty blotters to eyeshadows to lotions. I mean, it just kind of depends. I usually try to keep it in a 10 to 15
Okay, we're not
price
giving
point, not
away,
higher than, no.
we're not giving away spin brushes
No,
or
but if
anything.
you had, I did my very first one, and we probably had 20 to 30 people on there, so I had a grand prize, and that is what we did. But we have to have a little bit more interaction to know, and you kind of know that as you talk with your hostesses or with us as sales directors, knowing within our unit how many people are commenting and playing along and how many people are planning on being there, because with the event, when you create the event, it's really important that people say that they're going. And we did we're gonna draw from those people that said that they were going, because they had to be on to win. But that way you can,
Kind of playing and see how many.
well, they're gonna see the posts in their feed. If they don't say they're going, or they turn off notifications, then they're not gonna get any of it. And then then it's not creating what you're hoping to create with is their interaction with you. So,
I think with this one, we were really kind of testing it out to
Mhm.
figure out what
We
we
were.
were doing. So we didn't have a grand prize because of the fast turnaround and, the number of responses. Like, I didn't work it as hard as I should, but when I made my post to see if I had other people in other states, I didn't get anybody playing back and forth with me. So, I think now that we've done one, we had a few people on, it was successful. Now it would be,
if we have the template in place, it makes it way easier to, knowing that we did it with the Party in the USA theme versus just an individual, like a spring party product launch or a fall product launch. This was a little bit different theme or
Yeah, I
idea
like
behind
that,
it.
especially with me being new to Lincoln, and so, I'm from Georgia, but I lived in Alabama, I have team members in Louisiana, to try to, I'm like,
link them all in.
link them
Yeah.
all in.
Yeah.
I think that now, really, for us, it would be advantageous to even give away a 3D set
Mhm.
if we've got a lot of people rallying around.
Yes.
I think that's
Yeah.
smart, you just gotta
Know your audience, and
Yeah.
how many people.
The people that I originally got the idea from, I think they gave away a handbag, but they had multiple directors playing along, and I don't know how that whole rollout looked either. we just started it with this, and then we're gonna see where it goes from here.
And you can
so.
even do it, in your post, just say one person who orders the 3D set tonight is going to actually receive it for free.
Mhm.
And so then it would, you know,
Yeah, they have an opportunity to
everybody,
maybe,
but only those who purchase,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So you're gonna, depending on if it's the one person that wins, that they only had one consultant for that, but essentially you'd have it paid for if you had more than one person on there and like 3 of your guests purchased a set.
Well, really, as a director doing it's just smart, because you've got your consultants excited, they're playing, they're inspired. If they've got guests on there purchasing, you know, that's a good business expense.
right,
To give
absolutely.
away, you know, to make that, because also if if that customer gets on that skincare and she's using it over and over and over again, that, you know, again, also inspires consultants to do more,
Yeah.
because that's exciting, now they've got
Yeah.
customers, so I think it's a win-win.
I think you could certainly do it for your customers out of town that are wanting to earn the Skinvigorate brush. That they could, if they had 5 guests on and they're trying samples with you and engaged in that.
Yeah,
If
that's
they
what I
have,
was thinking.
it'd be stipulate, you'd have to have a sales,
Mhm.
they have to have 100 in sales or whatever from their party, just like you would if you were sitting at their table. I think that's definitely a smart thing to do. Or you can do the sweetheart of a deal, 75 for 25, or I even built my business on the compact for the price of the day. So when you got out-of-state people, I would see,
All those fun things to tie them to you, keep them with you. I think it's, you know, because you're being creative, and I think with the internet and that, it allows all of us to, again, there's these comments, step outside the box, and how can we do this? And the live interaction allows it. I don't think that really our business is meant to be built on social media.
I agree.
But in this case, I think it can be, you know, you're building relationships still, then, you know,
Yeah.
you still picked up the
Here's-
phone and talked to Shannon
Shannon
today.
today.
So, you know, I think that
it's, fortune is in the follow-up. It totally is now, contacting those people and saying, hey, what'd you think? What could we do
Right.
better? What, just having those conversations with them, because we want that feedback. So I had a thought when we were talking about that and I lost it. Oh, well. Okay, it'll come back around. It was something along those lines, how you build it and grow it and nurture it all the way. So, okay.
All right, so I think that we should just talk about like announcements. We had a challenge last week, and I know you threw it out. It was for how many bookings or what?
We had 8 guests
Oh,
too,
8.
because we had
Oh,
a glamour clinic
okay.
and we had our Facebook party. So within that, and tonight,
Yeah,
so
okay, so, all right, so we didn't quite hit that.
we didn't hit that.
All right, so I think we should talk about things we need to know for this next week, and then we'll do some inspiration, because we're getting to the end here.
Yeah, we are.
So, I'll
Goes
save,
fast.
I'll save my great things for next week.
Okay.
I think that would be fitting for next week anyway,
Mm-hmm.
because we'll be at the end of the month. Is next week the last Tuesday of the month?
You know it is. We do had just have one more.
Yeah, it is.
I was thinking we had 2, but Friday is the last day of the month.
Yeah, all right, so it'll be fitting for next week, what I was gonna share. All right, so we'll go with that. So things that you need to know as we're wrapping up here, we've got our, challenge to earn Stacy is still we're playing in that. We're in the Stacey James National area. What seminar are you guys?
We're, our adopted national is, Andrea Scott Newman.
Okay, and so
So-
what seminar is that? Do you know?
That,
Andrea's not an R, is it?
not Ruby, no,
Not Ruby,
not Ruby, Diamond.
maybe Diamond?
Maybe Diamond.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm Stacey James. I mean, I've gone to her
Yeah.
seminars
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Dallas.
And Andrea has a beautiful voice. Have you heard her sing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So Stacy's running a challenge for everybody that earns their key this month. I don't have the new key on, but Teresa has her new key on. Is in drawing to win Stacy to come to our city and do a guest event for us and take you to lunch. And so that's kind of a fun thing. So be working on that. I need to scoot back over. Okay. Thank you. And Next week, okay, we got Tuesday night is our Tuesday Night Live, and then the following week, we'll be here, that'll be September, must be the 4th. We'll be here that night, and then September 6th is gonna be an Audacious night, Audacious Rally Night in Ashland. So you're more than welcome to join us for that as well. That's kind of our future area thing where we get together and we celebrate, and we're gonna do some fun training things, I'm sure. So it's educational, inspirational, recognition, all that wrapped up into one kind of a more casual atmosphere, just for consultants, I believe. It's just for
I think so.
consultants on the 6th. And that is at 7 o'clock. I can get more details as we come up on that, as far as location. I think it's at the Riverview
I think
Community
so, too.
Church.
Yeah.
So I'll have more.
Now that they have the new brick house, I don't think they have that same
That
room.
space, okay. So that's the 6th. The 7th is the Midwest Area Directors Meeting in Omaha, and Stacy is hosting that, and Red Jackets are invited to attend. So it'd be a great reason to be officially in your red jacket by the 7th, so that you can join us. And I do notice from 9 to noon in Omaha at the Omaha Marriott Regency. And so it'll be fabulous. I talked to Kyla tonight. Kyla was supposed to be here, and she sends her love. Her little Fallon was not feeling so well, and Matt had appointments tonight, so she had to head back to Hastings, which she was so bummed. But she said she's gonna be at the Midwest Area Directors Meeting on the 7th. She's like, I'm not sure if that's for me because I wasn't tagged in the post. Oops, that would be my fault. I think, I didn't even see that post. Was I supposed to tag my reds in that?
I think Amy said if I missed anybody, tag.
Well, clearly I didn't even see that post, so, she's like, well, I got that off, cause then I was telling her about the Audacious Area Rally Night, so she's planning to be here for those. And the start quarter ends on the 15th, so that's the other thing we're tracking. So do we know what we're working on? You know what, this little bag here, I saw an advertisement for a bag that looks just kinda like this, that when you travel, it fits underneath your seat. Looks like you could pack a ton of things in it. I thought, we have a price like that. I think that's beautiful. Did we take a picture of that?
We did take a picture of it.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what, everything was really great. We did get to see this at seminar this year, all of the prizes, they're always way better in person. But this bag is beautiful. This is, stunning. I even liked this light. It's like a salt lamp.
Salt
light.
lamp. I have I think, couple prizes back. I have the lamps. I have them now.
Yeah, those were beautiful.
So,
Yeah, I don't know, I think I need the hairdryer for all the hair I have, so. But I know that the Infernal Girl, oh, God. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? So we're coming up on, that 3 weeks, I suppose it is that, right, 3 weeks?
Yep.
And I know, qualifications to attend the James Area Advance, Red Jacket, Star Consultant this quarter. The registration is gonna open up on September 1st. And you're gonna wanna get registered,
Here's
as
the
soon as
link.
possible. So, am I forgetting any other things, Krista, on announcements?
I don't think so. Audacious Night was the only thing that I
Audacious
knew that
Night,
we needed to have.
Stacy's thing. We're just rocking and rolling on towards stars and cars and our 8 guests, so you get your snaps, your 30 faces, 10 marketing plans, moving on up, making money, women on a mission with passion, purpose, and a plan, right? Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are, what we do, and how they can have what we have, because we are so phenomenal, like our enthusiasm is contagious, right? It is, it's true, people are watching everywhere we go. So, all right, are they, Teresa, are they like at a point where we could show their look off real quick before we do inspiration?
Can we give you guys some compliments? Can we show them your look? Can we see your new look?
Yeah, just like that, Renee. Yeah. All right. So, you want to come up, or you just want to stand there and like turn around, like, yeah, just so we can see your beautiful look? We want to give you some compliments. Of course, you're expecting us to, right? Oh my gosh. All right. So, did you do kind of look cards,
Yes, she did the Hazel,
Hazel?
and then she also tried the new brow tint and pencil.
Wonderful. I thought those brows were looking pretty fabulous.
Popping.
Yeah.
Did we do it because that was the first time?
Oh, yeah, they look great. They look great. I love your eyes.
Oh, thank you.
And she also did the ornament, gel liner.
Oh my gosh, great. Yeah, well, your eyes look beautiful.
Your
I
eye
like-
looks so brown, that's how brown-eyed girls get to have all the fun, purple.
Yeah.
It's pretty, brown-eyed girls.
And then did you do CC cream?
Yes.
Because I think your face,
Your face, I was thinking her face is glowing, I like cheeks, everything.
What's your favorite part?
Just probably, they're not colors that I would normally look at.
So you like them?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, I wanted to make sure we're on the same
The
page.
lips are a little weird, but.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't really wear lipstick ever.
No, I really like it. I like
It looks natural.
It looks natural.
Yeah, I wouldn't have really even known you had much on, so, but I love lipstick, so.
Yeah.
That's very pretty. So how's your face feel? Did you like that part? I mean,
Yeah. No, it doesn't feel like there's anything on there. It
Good.
feels really light.
good.
That's kind of nice because normally concealers,
That's what we want. We want it to,
you feel it on your skin.
we want it to be very natural, but it's just protecting your skin from the environment and all those things out there that cause aging. And, 80% of our aging comes from the environment and the things we do as far as nutrition and all that stuff. So only 20% is internally. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Well, that is.
Oh my gosh. So we're so glad you're here. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
All right, Naomi, what do we do for you back there, beautiful? Look at your glowing cheeks. Radiant.
She did the hazel,
Hazel also, so they both did hazel?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
and then she did the liner,
Uh-huh.
and,
So you did the espresso ink or the orchid? Orchid.
Yeah.
All right.
Eyes look amazing.
Yeah, I like her
The
eyes.
foundation is perfect shade, you use CC cream?
Yes.
and she does a mixture of two, so we did a mixture of
Oh,
two
okay.
CC creams.
Yes.
Which one
Yeah.
did you use?
I used, I think we did the
The medium and
medium to deep, and
deep?
deep.
Okay.
So medium to deep and deep. So you're mixing them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you've always had to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it looks beautiful,
It looks
so you
pretty.
got that down. Yeah.
She was just a pro, she was just going at it without any instructions, she knows
Yeah,
what she's doing.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. So what's your favorite part?
The new eyeliner.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah, I wanna buy it.
Yeah, and it comes with a little applicator
Yeah.
brush, but if you get out of the new brush set, or well, it's actually not in the set, the new brushes, there's an, eyebrow brush that has a angled brush
Oh,
on the
yeah.
other end. That works really great
Yeah.
for that. Plus, I feel like it's a little longer and you have a little more control than that little one. So just FYI, you might want the brush too, then you got it for your brows as well. So it's double duty there, yeah, so. Okay, and have you thought any more about like listening to our marketing plan and maybe even joining us? We should talk.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, she's a natural, she's.
I know, she loves everything, I'm like, Brent, we might,
You
we
got an
need to,
inviting smile.
Oh my
just
gosh,
like
yeah.
fulfill your warmth.
yeah, she walks in, I feel like she's like a natural, like,
Yeah.
I get excited, I'm like.
I think I learned a few tips from her, just go.
Yeah, so that's good. So, okay, thank you for letting us showcase you beautiful models back there.
Yes.
So I know
Thanks,
sometimes that's a
everybody.
little awkward, but hey, it's great. So and I think Crystal's gonna close us out with some,
Yeah, I have a short
some
little inspiration.
inspiration.
I had one that was,
and maybe
little
a
longer,
challenge.
but, yeah. This one, I think will work still, okay? Hopefully it won't take our, it's, become an expert forgetter, okay? This is your inspiration to take out into your week. Practicing the art of forgetting has remarkable power to relax and to relieve strain. Some people complain that they have trouble memorizing, far more have trouble forgetting. Inasmuch as many breakdowns result from overburdening the mind with unhappy memories of failure or frustration, the unburdening process of forgetting becomes of tremendous importance. Many people lie in bed nights remembering what somebody said about them or did to them. They are hauntingly agitated by the recollection of something left undone or done poorly. As a result of this unpleasant cogitation, that's a new word, the mind's made miserably nervous, probe back into the best forgotten past, and unpleasantly dwell on old sins, old sorrows, old happiness. Thus the mind flits restlessly from one misery center to another. It gets better, I promise. Somewhat after the manner of the bee, thus the mind flits restlessly from one misery center to another, somewhat after the manner of the bee, except that it is not taking honey from beautiful flowers of pleasant episodes, but rather sipping dissatisfaction from the rank weeds of past experience. A superlative aid to mental health is the biblical statement, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. That's Philippians 3:13 and 14. Repeat this to yourself several times when your mind tends to dwell on unhappy things. This will help you to forget. And to the extent to which you master skill in forgetting, you shall enjoy untroubled sleep and energy-renewing rest. Forgetting, however, is not a negative, but a positive process. It is the effective forcing of something destructive from the thoughts by a process of displacement. This is accomplished by the technique of substituting for unhappy memories every pleasant incident or occurrence you can recall. As you force your thoughts to focus on the happy good things, the unhappy evil things will gradually fade from consciousness having been displaced. I suggest that you make a sacred nightly ceremony of locking of your door. I thought that was very strategic with our keys right now. Okay, you hold the key. Stand beside your door and affirm, there are a lot of things that I am now forgetting. I ask them to depart from my mind, for they are bad company. I am now putting them outside my door and bidding them go away. I am now closing the door. I now turn the key. The lock clicks and they have gone. Such continued inhospitality persisted in nightly toward all unhappy thoughts concerning any event of the day will ultimately discourage such thoughts, and presently you will enjoy permanent peace. The nightly process of thought displacement will encourage the ability to select only peaceful and relaxing thoughts. In this manner, the art of forgetting develops a skill in thought control, which is most important to effective living. Norman Vincent Peale, Inspiring Messages for Daily Living. So, put those bad thoughts behind you, lock the key, move on, and only process the positive, happy things. What'd you say?
Yes.
Okay? So do not practice subtractions. Practice adding up your blessings. Opportunities, possibilities. In doing so, you'll be relaxed. Thanks for being here. Have a great week. Challenge for the week, how about 2 guests?
2 guests next week?
Yep.
All right. That sounds good.
Can't miss it next.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, I'm in Dallas.